Hello, everyone. The by-elections have come and gone. And of course, as usual, there are so many conversations that are going on. The one that is top on the list is those people who are ready to, at every point in time, ready to give up. These are people that whatever it is, they are always waiting for that excuse to say, yes, we said so, this cannot work, somebody has more power over the other. The question I want to ask every one of us, including myself, is what energy did we put into the by-election? For how long has the by-election been there? This by-election was supposed to have been done last year, since last year. From last year, today we are in the 8th month. So even if it's from January we started preparing, we had 8 months of preparation. Did we really prepare? I can tell you no. Only the candidates were doing their thing. I personally, I wasn't invested. I had so many other things that I'm doing. It wasn't something that I was putting my energy on. Within where I live in Abuja, right? There was no by-election in Abuja, but there are many places where they had by-election. But then that doesn't mean I'm not going to still excuse myself. If I had wanted to, for something I wanted to put my energy in the way I usually would do, it doesn't matter whether I'm in Abuja, it's being done in Abuja or not, I will put my energy. So I did not. So I take responsibility. And if I ask you also, did you put anything into the by-election? Did you donate money to candidates? Today you are shouting, oh, people were bought, this thing, this thing. Did you donate money to any of the candidates? Did you help them to do campaigns? Did you even volunteer to do campaign? Did you even help them to share their flyers or do any of that? I'm also talking to myself. I mostly didn't do. I did a few things here and there, but I really didn't put effort into it. It's maybe the candidates reaching out, and so a lot of us we didn't do those things. And then you sit down now, you are shouting, we said it, and those I said it. Oh, Nigeria can never work. Oh, these people are strong. Oh, these people know something. They know nada other than they put in the work which you haven't. But that's not the most important thing that I want to talk about today. What I want to say to you, for those of you who are shouting by election, that election was bought, B-U-Y, they bought votes. Let me ask you, the thing, just calm down, sit down a little bit, relax, ask yourself, how many people were at the polling units? What was the turnout? Did people really come out? Most people don't come out. Sometimes you said it before, 10,000 is all some people need for them to win the election to come to National Assembly, especially during the by-election. So how many people didn't come out? If truly you are saying that, oh, the only way election can be won is that people will buy, people's votes are bought, then on election day it's supposed to be like market. Do you know today, if you are going to ask for a job you put out a job vacancy, you will get more people filling that place than you will see at polling units. That tells you something. People who don't want to sell their votes are more than the people who are willing to sell their votes. That's why you have only few people that are there. So the question is this: what are you going to do to motivate the people who don't want to sell their votes to come out? That is where the cocoa of the cocoa is. Forget the people that are buying votes. You see in Abuja, because most of the people in Abuja, you can't buy their vote, and they come out when it comes to general election, which we have to change, because in February Abuja we have municipal election. So my fellow Abuja people, you have to change that. We need to come out. I have voted quite a number since I came to Abuja. I voted in every municipal election since I came to Abuja, and I can tell you, sometimes you go there, you won't see more than 3 people at polling units. I'm talking of inside Abuja, where on a normal day a lot of people are filled. That place is filled. They filled up during general election, during AMAC election, during municipal election, which include AMAC, Gwagwalada and Kokuje, elections and all of that. You hardly see people. So that's the main thing. So what we need to do, we need to ask ourselves, for anything that happens, it's all about lessons. You sit down and say, what are the lessons that you are going to get into? Not the lesson of beating up yourself, because patapata you're looking for any excuse to say, I don't want to do it. There are so many Nigerians, and it's normal. And I always say to them, anytime you feel tired, you don't want to say anything or do anything, don't do it. Don't let anybody pressure you. Do it because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. That's the only way you keep yourself motivated and going. There are those Nigerians that are so tired. They are looking for a way to say, I'm no longer doing. So they will do everything to find everything and say that, oh, this thing is not working, this thing is not going, this thing is not happening, so as to squash it and say it is not working. But that's not the thing. But you know what we need to do? What we need to do is that we need to ensure that elections, we are putting up candidates who are going to motivate people whose votes cannot be bought to come out. Did you hear what I said? I'm sure you didn't hear what you said. We are going to motivate people. You have to put in candidates that will motivate people whose votes are not going to be bought to come out. Because I can assure you that in this Nigeria, in this 2025, with the many hunger that you have, the people whose votes cannot be bought are more than the people whose votes can be bought. Otherwise, if the people whose votes can be bought were more than the people whose votes cannot be bought, then on election day, every polling unit would have been filled up. This by-election, you see, in short, you see 150% myself, because even those who really don't have will try and come and see whether they can collect something. But that's not the case. And so that tells you a big something. There are many people whose votes cannot be bought. So those are the people that you focus on. Don't focus on the people whose votes can be bought. Focus on the people whose votes cannot be bought. And there are a whole lot of them out there. Let me also tell you something. You see this thing called nation building. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Avevekuve. It is having coconut head. You understand? Staying on, can do spirit, being resilient, refusing to go away at any time. Is it failure? You fail, you fall down, you stand up again. You fail, you fall down, you stand up again. This one that people are doing that, nobody can win election. You see, me na this country and me go run for election because as nobody they win, we go enter there. What is failure? It's a normal thing. Those are the things that you do before you get the success. Many people just want to waltz in and then they get it and then they win and everything goes away. That's why sometimes when you get these wins, you don't know how to use them because you don't know how to fight for that success that comes with it. Some of us are used to fighting. Nothing was ever given to us on a platter of gold. We had to fight and fight and fight. And while looking at people who had less than we had to give, less qualification, less understanding, they getting the things. And so at the end of the day, when we got those successes, we knew how to use them. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are looking for any excuse and using this by-election as an excuse, I told you so. The coalition cannot work big in our life. The coalition will work. What the coalition needs to do is to bring a candidate and stand with that candidate that will motivate people to come out. People whose votes cannot be bought. And you and I know who that candidate is. Thank you for listening. Bye.